Hi.
It is oddly appropriate that you just spilled soda pop. Because who's going to clean up this mess?
Metaphorical mess.
That's us in a freaking nutshell, man. Metaphorical, also quite literal. Mess. Hey, guys. We're going to do our best today.
Yeah, we are.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
I'm struggling.
I'm Peppy.
Yeah.
Le Pew.
You are Pepsi.
Pepsi.
And it's all over the floor.
No. Guys, I brought in a spindrift and I kicked it over. All right.
Sometimes, some days, you kick your spindrift. And that's just the way it goes.
That's just the way it goes.
I'm going to try really hard to be funny today.
Okay. Do it.
And this is going to be a podcast. And I'm just going to tell you it's been a weird week.
Yeah.
Mental health wise for me.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. I get it, brother.
And I'm crying on a podcast. But maybe we'll get some listeners now because maybe the format shift, it needs to be welcome to Brandon's mental health comedy hour where we laugh through the pain. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands and Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands and Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. And welcome to episode 65.
I'm Ashley Engle. I'm normally the emotional half.
I'm normally the emotional half.
This is not the first time we've podcasted through a mental breakdown.
No.
We'll do it once every so often. It just happens to be me today. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to be very honest. I think I've spent the last 2 days thinking, what am I going to say when we start?
Yeah.
Right? Because maybe people listen closely enough to know my demeanor, right? And I think saying it probably helps. Probably makes me feel like this is like therapeutic in a way.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to recalibrate.
Okay.
This is good content. This is good. There's a reason that whenever you have a toothache, you bite down on it real hard.
Okay.
Right? It's because you want to lean into it. And guys, share this with your friends. Share it.
Well, and
show us at our worst.
No, and I'm going to trust you to lead the way today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
No, I'm just saying like
that. Sorry, guys.
No, I appreciate it. And
you've always been very forthright about things, right?
Yeah.
Like you speak very openly with me about that stuff. I don't. I'm pretty reserved.
Yeah, you are.
About my emotions.
Not so with this gal.
We've joked a lot in the past about Brandon's inability to feel emotions.
But you feel them deeply is the thing. You do.
Yeah.
You do. You don't express them often.
Yeah.
But you feel them deeply.
Yeah. And it took 65 episodes of this podcast
for us to get here.
For us to arrive here. And so here we are. Anyway, what you been up to this week or weekend? Leading the way.
Leading the way. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. This is good. This is how deep are we? 4 minutes. We've got it knocked out.
Okay.
And we're good.
Okay.
All
right. Well, I'm following your lead.
Okay. So what have you been up to this week or weekend?
Okay. I have started trying to make it be fall, is what I will say.
Dude, same. Fall flavors. I am a pumpkin spice latte boy. I need it so bad. Cody, dear friend Cody.
Hi, Cody.
He is always the one to rush the fall flavors. And
I know this about him.
He literally has been sending pictures of pumpkin spice lattes.
And saying
fall flavors.
Love it.
And it's really crept into me this year. Like, need it. Need this heat to go.
I'm wearing jeans today because I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
done with
sure.
it. Hey, August. Me and September are having an AB conversation, so see your way out.
Yeah, got it. Got it, August.
Summer.
Get out
Outta
of here. Augustus, Gloop. Why don't you drift on up Chalky River, you German boy? What? Golly. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm trying to make it.
out of here, Augustus Gloop. See you in Oktoberfest. You come on back round.
Come on back.
I'm gonna start injecting a lot more German content because Dennis listens.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes.
He's great, and
He lives in Germany.
He is Germany.
And he is a manager, correct?
He runs the music publishing record label that distributes my stuff.
That's what it is.
And
Want to make sure I got it correct.
And he listened to the podcast. One day he just sent me a message and said, "Hey, like how do I find your podcast?" And I said, "I know, right?" It's like, "Oh, it's all gonna fall apart
What
now."
podcast?
What is one podcast? And I sent it to him and he listened and he still represents my music. So
hey,
bullet dodged.
that's
right
something
there.
I'm saying. Right.
Oh, but
It's always a fear.
so get ready to ramp up the Deutsch content.
Let's do it.
It's gonna
You spoke
happen.
in a German accent 2 episodes ago, and I had concerns that Dennis would be offended. It was very sprockets.
Now is the time on Sprockets when we dance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I generalize
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to accents.
Most people do.
Everything eventually evolves into a Borat impression
Sure.
because I'm 40.
Sure.
And when you're
That's the point of reference.
yeah, and everything is just nice.
It's like Michael Scott. Everything devolves into
so good.
the same. It's sort of, like Scottish. I don't know. It's like when he was trying to play Nikos from Greece,
Oh my gosh,
from Mykonos.
yeah, and he has 2 characters, Spiros and was it Mykonos? It was Spiros and one other one.
He was from Mykonos.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when he says he's a spinoff of a character named Spiros that I do, but Spiros is more about the ladies,
That's right.
which is so good. No more brain damage.
Speaking of, we are 4 episodes to the finale of The Office. And I feel like we're just powering through. It's like we have to see it through. But man, it's tough right now. Andy is on just...
He sucks.
Oh, it's
Late
terrible.
Andy is butt.
He goes off the rails.
They tried so hard to make his character like interesting and like compelling, but in reality, he just kind of sucked towards the end.
Agree. It's hard to watch.
No wonder Aaron didn't want him.
No
Outta here.
wonder.
Aaron, whose actual name is
Ellie Kemper.
Kelly. Remember when she first started?
Oh, that's right. That's
and then
right.
she starts going by Aaron because there's 2 Kellys and they can't deal with it.
That's right.
So good.
Her character's a hoot.
She's
Just
great.
a little quirkster. I love Ellie Kemper. So yeah, we're trying to make it fall. And I think it's working because I opened my weather app and rain and 80s are on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like for the give me the 10-day.
Oh,
Give me the 10-day.
I would have to pull it up and my phone's recording.
This is called coming unprepared to the pod. if you're gonna start, if it's gonna be weather chatter, if we're gonna do weather corner, don't not have it ready.
Sorry.
Weather or not.
I feel like it's in the next 5 to 7 we're going to start to see some of those changes.
Got a low pressure system moving in from the southeast.
That's exactly right. But yeah, what was that, Siri?
Oh yeah, she just
Siri on your watch.
yeah, she heard me talking about weather and then
Welcome to Weather Corner.
welcome to Weather Corner with
It's your girl Siri.
artificial intelligence.
That's what's
That's
gonna
what
happen.
we are.
I
We
saw
are
a video.
artificially intelligent. There's nothing real about what we bring to the table. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly smoke because I don't even want to
False
look in a
humility.
mirror. I don't. Oh yes, false. A lot of false humility. It's great.
Case in point.
Case in point, this guy. What's got 2 thumbs and
Stop it.
this guy.
Stop it.
No, it's great.
I saw a video the other day, speaking of AI,
me
where
about
one of the first places that they think AI might start to kind of creep in and take human jobs is
Just
sponsor us AI.
So bleak. Oh my
is
gosh.
janitorial services.
Okay.
And they have a video of an AI who's been programmed to like clean bathrooms and do things like that.
I bet there's so much cleaner than what we are capable of.
So.
It's better. AI, you're better than us. We get it.
This is our attempt to try to assuage AI before they take over the world.
This is called ingratiation. Totally. What I like to do, I'm assimilating. I'm in it. I will be a court jester for you.
You've said it.
Just listen. When it happens, we're on your team.
You've said it.
I'm betraying humanity right now. And
in advance.
It's called self-preservation is all it is.
I'm betraying humanity in advance. That's a good title.
Man, I saw there was a stand-up comic one time who talked about he went to a Taco Bueno and saw they had a sign that said, all of our food is made by hand by our employees. And he walked through and just saw like this dirty ragtag bunch of employees. And his first thought was just like, oh, I'm so glad that this wasn't made by a clean machine in the back, that you have your gritty fingernails in my chalupas, my beef chilada platter has your snot rockets in it. But that's where we're going. AI is better. It's better than us.
Well, we don't want to see humanity without jobs or purpose. This is not what we're saying at all.
No.
You have to laugh about it, and that's why comedy is effective.
Our comedy is so not effective. We've changed nothing in the world.
Hey, big news at our house.
Tell me about it.
Well, you already know, but the listeners don't. My oldest has started driver's ed. Big doings. Big doings. And so we were talking about this a little bit, you and I, about when we went through driver's ed.
Yeah.
And we both took it here. We lived in Stillwater, but we took it here in Edmond because the scheduling worked out better for us in the summer. But the way they do it now is you can sign up for driver's ed through a local driving school. There's a couple. We're doing it through Merkley's. Sponsor us, Merkley's. You guys are fabulous.
I probably should go back. Merkley's, give me some lessons.
People of all ages in Harrison's class.
Yeah.
All ages. We walked in with a lovely lady. She had to have been in her 40s. And I thought,
ew,
good for you. Old, right?
Old people.
I know.
Get out of here.
Don't be ageist.
Don't be old. Stop it. I won't be ageist if you won't be old. That's the agreement that we will make.
Well, they do it in a different way, and it's great now. So you go to 2 days of driver's ed.
Okay.
But it's 10 hours of class. It's a long time.
It's a long time. And it's a long time to sit and retain information.
A lot of information.
Feels like a lot.
Kind of dry. It could be dry. So I didn't have high hopes. He came home from that jazzed.
Okay.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And then wanted to go immediately to a parking lot and practice driving.
Sure.
So let me just tell you this.
The freedom. He's excited for the freedom. Open road, full tank of gas. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. Here is song. Just holding a dame's hand.
A dame?
Just a dame next to you, driving.
No distractions.
Hop in, toots. We're going cruising. We're going to Lookout Point, just to look out.
No
necking.
Okay.
No necking.
We're going to drag the strip.
We're going to drag the strip. I'm going to get you a Sonic slushie. It's going to be, I'm going to.
A banana boat.
Man, I'm going to a banana boat.
I don't know what
That's what I'm going to do. Listen.
A coney.
Man, you got to be careful. You got to time it. You got to make sure that the ladies know, like, you can't fill your car with farts and then let a lady in it.
No.
You got to make sure that it's smelling good.
Sure.
You got to make sure that she's
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your pine tree freshener hanging from the rear view.
Man, it's always that moment. If you cut a beefer in the car when you're going to pick a dame up and you don't give it enough time, and she gets in, and we all know what happened. You've got the yucky gut.
I don't think Jeff ever did that to me. I don't think he did.
Jeff never cut a beefer and then let you in the car. I don't know that listen, hot takes. I don't know that I've ever been around Jeff when he farts. Does he not?
He's a gentleman. And a scholar.
He's better than all of us.
Well,
he's better than AI.
But also AI, be nice to him.
Jeff?
Because he's my man.
AI,
Okay.
the rest of us down here cutting farts.
Brandon. Oh my God. Anyway, Harrison's in driver's ed.
Oh, congrats.
Going great so far. We drove around the parking lot. Here is what I remember. Yeah. First of all, he did great. He did great. He did. But there is that moment where you're testing the gas and the brakes just to figure out how sensitive they are.
Sure.
I got some whiplash. I was holding a sparkling beverage. Speaking of spilling beverages.
Listen.
Went everywhere in the car. Snapped my neck. We had a good laugh about it.
Well,
but also I was reminded of how scary this actually is when someone who's never been behind the wheel gets behind the wheel. Also, I'm interested in petitioning Congress to up the driving age.
I would agree. I think
and not that he's not doing well. It's like, but why are we doing this to our kids?
It's crazy to me to think back when you and I got our driver's license.
Yeah.
Back in the aughts. Were we the aughts? No, we were
late 90s.
We were the late 90s. Good.
For me, anyway.
Same here.
Yeah,
because
for you too.
You were class of 98.
Yep, I was.
And you would have been, it would have been
late 90s.
Goodness, gross.
Don't be old.
It's too
Quit
late.
being ageist.
First off, too late.
Yeah, I know.
Old, dusty old
drivers.
Gross. Oh. Dusty old drivers. That's our driving school that we're going to... There's an age requirement, and we're not teaching any youths how to drive. These are secrets. Secrets.
This is for seasoned humanity.
What I need you to come into my driving school already with just road rage brought on by life. I want you bitter.
Yes.
I want you angry.
Yes.
I want you shouting things like, kids play here. Slow down, you cow. That's what I need at my driving school. I don't need these youths that are full of life and exuberance getting ready to go pick up a dame. I don't need that. What I need is I need to teach a person how to drive so that they can go pick up their Metamucil. They
can pick up their medication at Walgreens.
That's what I want. It's all I want. I don't need.
And that's a whole unit in our school, how to navigate a pharmacy drive-through.
We don't teach you how to have fun behind the wheel.
Absolutely
We teach you how to go through the motions of life.
Yeah.
Welcome
Practical.
to dusty old drivers. You're going to hate it.
And our mascot is named Dusty.
His name's Dusty, and he's sad. He's sad, and he's old, and he's filled with regret. He stops at stop signs for
Dusty.
way too long. His blinker never goes off.
He always comes to a complete stop on the merging ramps.
He's terrified to merge. He's terrified to merge.
I don't think it's going to go well for DOD.
I don't. It's,
Dusty old drivers.
We are literally already out of business. Quite literally. We just cut the ribbon.
Sponsor us, DOD.
Sponsor us, DOD. When I went to driver's ed, it was we came down from Stillwater.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to, it's off 2nd Street.
Yep.
I remember very distinctly.
Okay.
And I went in. And there was speaking of dames, there was a dame from Edmond who was going, and she was my age, and she was my type, and we were like vibing.
But you didn't know her before.
Didn't know her before. Okay. We were vibing, I thought, and
Key thought.
We got a break to go to the gas station next door, and I was in a real heavy orange Gatorade phase.
Okay.
And I came back to this, like at the store, I was like trying to like chat her up, trying to spit a little game.
Sure.
And
Riz.
we had trying to riz her up good. I was just straight goated for real. And we wound back up.
Yes.
At the school.
Okay.
And I like was trying to look cool drinking my orange Gatorade, and I was talking to Chase, who was in the class with me. Chase was from Stillwater, and we went down together.
Oh, nice.
I took
Hi, Chase.
big swig of my orange Gatorade while trying to make eye contact with her. Slipped out of my hand all over my body.
Whoa.
Crotch full of electrolytes. Just orange stains here, there, and everywhere. And if ever I had a shot with this dame at driver's ed, gone. Nice job, wet pant. You
never make eye contact with someone when taking a drink. Don't you know that? It's the most awkward. Not out of a straw. Not out of
Trying to find it.
Not out of a wide mouth thing.
Listen.
Not out of a small mouth. You don't do it.
Every bit of that Gatorade, I wore it home. I spent and this was fairly early in the day.
Sure.
I ended up sitting there trying to learn about four-way stops covered in sports drink.
Wow.
It was
reeking of orange.
I haven't had an orange Gatorade since.
Yeah, I get it.
That's called trying to undo generational trauma. Thanks a lot, Gatorade.
Wow.
Ruined my life. 15 and a half. All I wanted was to impress some dame with my Gatorade.
Did you ever speak with her? Was that it?
That was it. The look of pity on her face was more than enough to send me into a spiral.
It was too much. Too much. All efforts.
And
eclipsed.
Honestly, though, I will say, quite potentially, was the best thing that could have happened to me in terms of my focus on the driving class.
Yeah.
Because I immediately stopped caring about impressing this girl, and I was like, I just got to learn these things.
And that's why you're a great driver to this day. That's why you're qualified to open a driving school of your very own.
And I will tell every single person in orientation this story so that they know how trauma-based my teaching methods are.
And you can have, every time you have a drink break, you'll have a cooler of orange Gatorade.
Step right up. Step right up,
kids.
Who's feeling parched? Who's dehydrated? The only thing is you got to absorb it through your crotch.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed to drink it with your mouth hole. You have to spill it on your thighs.
Wow.
Everyone gets a complimentary lap full of Gatorade. Welcome.
What is the best flavor of Gatorade?
Orange Gatorade.
Really?
By far.
Okay. I was going to say lemon lime. Only because
Classic.
when I was pregnant with Hope, it's one of the only things I could drink that would settle my stomach.
Same. When I was pregnant with Ben, I had a hard time, and it's lemon lime.
Yeah. Speaking of being pregnant with Ben, it was his birthday yesterday.
It's a good segue. We're doing it.
I know.
That was real good.
Rolling. Rolling.
Yes, it was his birthday. 11. Holy moly, 11.
Right. What has happened to the time?
It's gone.
Right.
Quite literally.
I know.
Dusty old drivers.
What a wonderful boy you have, though.
He's great.
And just now when we showed up, Hope, my youngest, who is 10, I don't think I've shared this on the podcast, have I? That she has taken up sewing this summer.
It's awesome.
Yeah. One of Crindy's friends, Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hey, Jane.
She doesn't listen. Far too classy
Don't
for this operation.
Jane Doe. We don't know her name.
Don't listen. I'm not going to give her name because she's too wonderful to be mentioned here in this space. She has taught Hope to sew. And she has really ignited this passion in her. Wow. Which I know. Crindy and I are thrilled because Crindy's mother, Biffle, was quite the seamstress. Sewed a lot of stuff for us. And it's the sewing gene skipped a couple generations.
It didn't land on me.
No, it didn't.
I can show you my sew job on my jorts. It's V-bad.
Well, you did it by hand.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a machine.
I was about to say, I love that Hope's learning to sew just in time to be replaced by an AI sewing bot.
Wow.
I am Sewbot 9000.
Sewbot. No, but it's going to be all that more special, all that much more special when...
handmade.
Yeah.
Handmade jorts.
Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale. I couldn't watch that show.
No.
Too much. Too heavy.
Too
real. Too in your face.
Right?
I can't.
I felt the same. Some people are all about this show. I watched the first season and then I thought, not with the state of the world.
I used to be so much tougher about stuff.
Same.
Right? Like I would go into a thing and it was like overtly negative and I'd be like, I can disconnect from this and just enjoy the art for art's sake.
Yep.
But oh baby, a thing will affect me now.
Same. It's because we've been alive for a while. And that's what happens.
We're dusty old drivers. That's the theme. We are literally...
Which also qualifies us.
Dustily driving through life. Just trying. Stopping. Blinkers on.
It does.
Caught in a ring road, just stuck in one of those roundabouts. Don't know how to get out. Don't know.
Stop it.
Help.
We do know how to get out. We just have to remind ourselves. No, that's the thing. Jeff is a movie rewatcher. And so movies that like traumatized me the first time, I've talked about this before, but Shawshank Redemption, saw it once, Will not ever watch it again. Can't. Won't. Shan't.
I've rewatched it numerous times in my life.
Can't.
Because it's so great. I'll tell you one that I cannot rewatch. I've seen it literally one time in my entire life.
The once.
Will never revisit it. Okay. It's great.
Yeah.
But Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah. Is that Leonardo?
That's Jared Leto.
I've never seen it.
You want to feel bad?
I don't.
Guys, do you want to feel bad?
No, absolutely not.
Requiem for a Dream.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. Some of there's a female, I'll need to think of what her name is. I don't know it off the top of my head, but her performance, maybe the best acting performance I've ever seen in my entire life.
Whoa.
Unreal.
Wow.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to walk away from a situation feeling very low, this is your film.
No thanks.
You're going to need multiple Ted Lasso cool downs to make you feel optimistic.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a rewatcher, but if something's like that kind of heavy, can't do it.
Another one, and I talked about this in one of our early episodes, is The Road. Cormac McCarthy.
You don't do well with The Road.
No, that book is on Harrison's reading list. It's an option. Yeah.
Old enough to drive, you're old enough to cry.
That's true. I was kind of surprised to see it there, but I thought, okay.
Well,
I have not read the book. Jeff has. He took me to that movie when Harrison was a newborn. Postpartum depression with this gal.
It's not the spot. That's not the spot. Hey.
It's trying to keep your kid alive in a post-apocalyptic dumpster fire.
Is your wife already an emotional person? Is she postpartum depressed? Let's take her to a very heavy post-apocalyptic cannibalistic film.
Cannibalistic film.
Like, have fun, sweetie.
Yeah.
Hi.
And that was the thing. I shared this in that episode, but for our new listeners, hi. You chose a good one to jump in on.
I was about to say, what if? Holy cow. Like, just what's all the fuss about? These two are hilarious.
It's like the ones
that
if people would have jumped in the ones like after your dog Tilly died and after my dog Happy died, like, what is this? What is happening?
Cold hands, warm hearts.
Dusty old dryers.
Dusty old sad sack Gatorade
pants.
This
is life, guys. This is life. And we've promised to be real with you. And this is part of life. This is what we do here. We're honest and open about what's going on with us.
I feel like we are.
We are.
I feel like we are. And I'm kind of proud of us for that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And here's let's normalize this, guys, because when it comes to mental health, and I was just talking to Brandon about this, I struggle to think of one person in my life, maybe a very small handful, who has not experienced some kind of mental health struggle, particularly in the last 3 years.
Weird few years.
It's been a weird few years. And also, human beings are not wired to process all of the information that we have access to. We are not wired to process the level of, the world has always been a tough place to live, guys. I'm not sure if you're aware. But a quick, peruse through the annals of history. It's never been super easy to be a human being.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just have a different set of struggles in this cultural moment.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with technology and access to the suffering.
It's chronic.
That is present in every corner of the globe.
Right. Because it's not, I feel like and I'm going to butcher this. I remember somebody.
Go for it.
I'm going to butcher this. The Brandon Birdwell story. Listen.
Yes.
I read a thing a long time ago about just the chronic stress versus acute stress and how we're wired for acute, right? Like,
that's it.
Run from this thing, get away. But then you're
the reptilian brain,
the lizard brain.
Yep.
Then you're supposed to be able to stop, turn it off, because we're wired for short bursts of that stress, but we're under chronic stress. And I feel like that's what has to manifest itself.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And suffering has always existed in every corner of the globe.
The Ashley Engle story.
We just hear about all of it now in a way that we never have. And we are not built to process this. And that is why it is imperative that we take care of ourselves and we check in with ourselves. And if it becomes too much, as it often does,
have a Gatorade.
Have a Gatorade
in your lap.
and turn off the news, turn off your phone, focus on reality and the people around you and the good things.
My favorite thing is that we're saying this as we're begging people to keep listening to us on their phone. It's like, put your phone away, guys. What are you doing?
No, but laughter.
You're wasting your life away.
But laughter is a key. Also, acknowledgement and normalizing.
Yeah.
Again, we need to normalize this in a way that it hasn't been previously, because previous generations have, I'm about to do a sermon on this actually.
I was about to say, you seem you're schooled here. I never thought I would say this because I don't like giving you compliments. I hate it. You would probably make a very good therapist.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know about that.
I think you would. I think that you are in tune enough with that side of things that you would have very good insight for people.
Well,
it's like, you know what I don't need? I don't need food from a skinny chef. And I don't need therapy from a sane. I don't need therapy from my fat sister. I don't need therapy from a therapist who doesn't have a little bit of crazy in her.
Wow!
I need it. That's what I'm saying. It's like if a
little bit of crazy. Well, you have really.
If a skinny chef sets some pasta down in front of me, my first thought is I'm gonna be like, you don't know. You don't know.
Also, is this gluten-free?
Look at you, string bean.
Not interested.
Look at you, string bean. I don't want to eat anything that you're putting in front of me.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
No, but listen, here's the thing, and I do appreciate that, because what I've decided in my own life, because I have struggled with mental health in the past.
Again, as we all
have, I think to some degree. I just think our wiring and the way that we process things, it's going to manifest differently, right?
100%.
So for me, it most often manifests through anxiety, right?
Yeah, sure.
And it has happened to different degrees, and I have turned to different ways of coping. I have turned to exercise. I've turned to, natural remedies. I've turned to talk therapy. I've turned to medication at different points in my life as a lifeboat.
Sure.
But I think because of that, and what I decided pretty early on, is that I would be honest about that. And what's been really beautiful is the connections that I've been able to form with people.
Sure.
Because they feel safe to be able to talk about it, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so the more you normalize, I think that the healthier it is for all of us.
I feel like...
because the worst thing you can feel when you're going through that is isolation.
For sure.
Yep.
And I feel like the silver lining in the world where AI is taking over, and we don't know
everything's burning
and
down.
we don't know how to merge. It's all happening. But I feel like the silver lining is there is a big push to normalize.
Yes.
Right?
Particularly with I would say, starting with probably our generation.
Yeah.
And going down.
Yeah.
Because I do think there was more of a stigma, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
In like our parents' generation to, tough it out, deal with it.
Especially with males too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, guys, like I say, we've always said that we would be honest with you and we'd bring you in.
We're getting real.
We're getting real today. And that's okay. That's good.
We've been phony for 64 episodes. No, right. We've been phony for 62 because we
talked about our dead dogs.
We talked about our dead dogs that are never coming back.
You cried. I cried.
They're dead. Oh, wow. My dog's dead forever.
This has gone dark.
We're doing it. Listen, I got to say, you know what sucks?
What?
What sucks is that this is going to be, people are going to listen now. This is going to be the episode. And we're going to
watch us move into a completely different space
entirely. We're about to blow up. We're about to be the industry experts on mental health. And
I hope not,
we're sorry.
We're not qualified.
I can't, guys, if you start listening and this is what I can't do this every week. No. I can't show up and cry every single week.
Can't do it, especially on video. It's one thing to do it.
It would have been
on audio.
It would have been better if they couldn't see my wet head just blubbering. Sad.
But it's real.
Dusty.
It's real, guys. It's real. And the most important thing you can do is to not stay stuck in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't have to live like that. You do not have to live like that.
Well, and that's why literally the first thing I wanted to say was that. Like, just because it makes sense for me to like speak it out loud and deal with it that way. Just totally. For me, because everybody does it differently, right? Like we're all going to process differently, like you said.
Yes.
And so for me, I felt like it was going to be real hard to sit and just joke.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's fake.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Misinformation corner.
That's my bit.
So we're gonna take care of ourselves. Is what we're gonna do.
That's it.
We're gonna take care of ourselves.
Self-care corner.
Self-care corner.
Get out of here, misinformation.
Also, August, get out of here.
Get out of here, Augustus Gloop. I don't need you in my chalky rivy. I don't need it.
Chalky rivy. The first time you said that, I was literally thinking of chalk. And I thought, what? That has no place in Willy Wonka's Wonderland.
Willy Wonka and the Chalk Factory. Such a dumb movie. The worst book. What do you make here? Chalk.
Everyone's just covered in dust.
Just dusty Oompa Loompas covered in chalk from a chalkboard. Just ridiculous.
I hate that feeling.
Oh, it sucks.
I would think you would hate that feeling because you don't like.
I don't care for it.
Dry fingies.
Tactile. You
used to carry around Carmex as a kid.
Yeah.
Or something.
And I had this super weird habit.
Welcome to OCD Corner.
It's all happening. I had this weird thing. I would always lick my fingers.
Yes,
and
you did.
That stemmed from baseball. And then it made its way into my life. Which you got to think. You're driving down the road. You got a dame. You got a dame in the passenger
holding her
seat.
hand with your dry hand.
Dry hands. And then literally you just lick them.
Ew.
That's what I'm saying. It's gross. It's a wonder that anyone ever wants to associate with me.
Or hold your hand.
Or that.
We'll bring Lindsay on and we'll talk about that. You don't do that anymore.
No. But now that I've talked about it, that compulsion's coming back fast and furious. Too fast, too furious. Tokyo Drift.
So for Ben's birthday, we had a family gathering yesterday.
Yes, we did.
For Ben's birthday, Harrison's birthday, Hope's birthday,
yes,
and Jeff's birthday.
Lumped them up like
fest.
the episode of The Office when Jim tries to bundle everybody's birthdays.
Yes, and everyone's mad about it.
Creed wants a peach cobbler.
Ugh.
I want a pie, a nice peach pie. I want a cobbler.
Yes, Creed.
Creed Bratton.
The weirdest.
Favorite. You know he was supposed to be written off in the first episode.
And they just liked him so much. He was so charming. Isn't that his real name too?
Creed Bratton is his real name. And he stepped out of character. Was like, well, this is my chance. I'm going to do something. And he did a line that wasn't in the script. And they were like, yeah, we like this guy. We're going to keep him in. And then so he just progressively got more ridiculous as the series went on.
He's so great.
He literally, you got to think, that's a big make or break moment. You're on one of the most rewatchable popular shows of all time, all because you decided to shoot your shot. Well done, Creed.
Some bravery right there.
Well done, Creed.
Well done, Creed.
Bratton.
But yeah, Jeff couldn't come to his party. He's in Norland.
He wasn't invited.
He's in Norway to his own party.
He wasn't invited to his own party because, frankly, he would have just rained on everybody's parade. He would.
No,
that's not true.
He brightened everyone's
you know
day.
what? He actually might. He's just the medicine that we need.
He really is.
Jeff Engle.
I chose right.
I
chose right for both of us.
Yes, you did. It's true. It's true.
But the kids swam because August weather. We ate salmon. You cooked a delicious salmon.
I made it.
It was great.
I made it. It was the hugest hunk of salmon ever. I walked in fully unprepared for the sheer size of the salmon that I was going to make.
Fillet.
Made it though. Made it and it was good.
It's delicious.
Took a bunch of it home. Ate a whole mess of it.
A mess.
After the fact, a mess of salmon.
Just ate a mess.
Had a whole mess of fish.
Delicious.
A lap full of fish.
Oh, cool. We had lovely corn and avocado salad by Lynn's.
Delicious.
And Benny's favorite white cake with white icing. He knows what he likes.
He's a man of specific tastes, and he doesn't deviate. He doesn't deviate. I was with Michael Trepanier the other day.
Hi, Michael.
And he said to me, is Ben gonna get like a special meal for his birthday? Like, is he gonna get something special? And I was like, if by special meal you mean the same stuff he will only eat any other day ever. It's like, yes, he'll request a pizza,
yeah,
but it will be the same thing tomorrow. It'll be the same thing the next day.
Yeah.
His 12th birthday, his 40th birthday. When he's a dusty old driver, he'll still be ordering the same pizza.
He knows what he likes.
He found it early.
P.S. Today is National Cheese Pizza Day, September 5th.
Is it really?
The day that we're recording, yep. So celebrate, Ben.
Well, we're going to tell him. I'm going to tell him, and I'll make him a pizza.
Every day.
Every day is National Pizza Day.
It's National Cheese Pizza Day.
I love that it's cheese. There's a day for everything. I like that it's specific to cheese pizza because there's another day that's like just pizza day.
Yeah.
But pizza is pizza day pie 3.14. Or is that just pie day?
I think it's any kind of pie day. Creed Bratton's favorite holiday, coincidentally.
Pie. Cobbler day.
Cobbler day.
Cobbler day.
So because Jeff's birthday is coming up this month, we took advantage of the Labor Day sales, and I was texting you and our friend Levi last night. Hi, Levi. About the flat top.
Yeah.
Purchased it.
It's official.
It's gonna come either today or tomorrow. I'm so excited.
You're officially a flat top family.
So we're gonna start having a new segment called Flat Top Corner.
Flat top corner.
Where we share recipes and tips and tricks.
And cut each other's hair into flat tops. Flat Top Corner, sponsored by Dolph Lundgren's Haircut.
I'm going to order a wig. A bald cap, but just with a little...
Oh, my gosh.
Because I'm not doing that.
Speaking of wild hairstyles, it's great segue. I'm doing it.
Speaking of...
Day of mourning for the loss of the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
I saw
Passed
that.
away.
I was going to text you.
Passed away.
I know.
Why didn't you text
He was only in his 50s.
Yeah.
Do we know what?
Yes. I mean, again, we're so depressing.
Oh, no.
Liver failure. We had some issues there. But he left us with some. Say what you will about Smash Mouth. Mm-hmm. He left us with a couple of classic tunes.
Yeah, he did.
That you will never run into a person anywhere and go and they won't start.
Body once told me.
That's it. Mm-hmm. They will sing it immediately. So
it's iconic.
Since we talked about Smash Mouth, previously, I just wanted to say, what a bummer.
Yeah.
And we were talking about hairstyles, and I saw that Guy Fieri posted about it because they were buddies.
Oh.
Drag.
I know. It's a drag. God. Iconic music, iconic haircut.
Iconic music. They were featured on the Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack.
Oh, gosh.
Huge feature on the Shrek. They're like the Shrek band.
Opening credits.
You gotta say, it's to be affiliated with Shrek in general, that lives on forever.
High praise.
Yeah. Anyways,
so
go ahead.
I want to give some Gus updates.
Okay.
Because the last time
I met him.
You two held him.
I held him.
He's very soft.
He's a sweet little guy.
He is a sweet little guy. His eyes are scary.
Okay.
They're maroon.
Sure. Demon hamster.
Well, so when we first got him, he was an angel hamster. Just delightful.
Yeah.
Doesn't bite. Fairly quiet.
Warm-hearted hamster.
The other night, it was probably 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Hope comes in the room and she says, "Mom, Gus is on his wheel and it's really loud." And I thought, oh, okay, it's just going to be like a little
He's going for a night jog.
I reach for my doorknob because she quietly closed the door behind her.
Sure.
Reach for the doorknob. I can hear it through my room's on the other side of the house.
Chill out, Gus.
Guys, it sounded like a banshee. The wheel was so squeaky. It was so loud. I was surprised the dogs didn't wake up. Jeff didn't wake up the other kids. So I go in the room. My ears were splitting. I don't know what it was about this plastic wheel. It was awful.
You bought a bargain bin hamster wheel.
It came with the cage. I don't know. So we take it out. Then 2 nights later, she comes in the room and she goes, "Mom, Gus is chewing on the metal bars of his cage." Guys,
Shawshanking.
I hear it from my room. It is like gnawing on the metal bars. So yesterday we find a solution. We fill a Rubbermaid tub with some, on the bottom, like some cedar chips or whatever.
Sure.
He can't climb up the side because it's very deep.
Mm-hmm.
And we just put a few things in there. I thought it was going to work. There is a container of earplugs that we have for the boys' rock shows. I came out this morning and the lid was off it. And I thought, oh no. Gus strikes again. No matter what we do to solve these nighttime noise problems, it's not. So apparently last night he was jumping on top of his little home and trying to climb the plastic walls.
Gus.
Gus needs to get it together.
Gus is out here.
If Gus continues to disrupt our sleep, I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh no. Is that a threat to Gus? Did you just threaten a hamster on a podcast?
Maybe I did. We love him. He's here to stay, obviously. We've just got to figure this out.
Yeah, well, sure.
Because I can't with it.
I mean,
I
get it.
With it. Ooh, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll place the Rubbermaid in the bathtub and shut the bathroom door.
Okay.
Tonight. New strategy.
So,
and this is what's taking up my mental energy.
It's
maybe
big,
you need a hamster.
It's big work. I don't need a hamster. Honestly, the quite literally, a hamster might be the thing that sends me over the edge. If you introduce a hamster into the ecosystem of my brain today,
who knows what's going to happen?
I'm already on a wheel. I'm already trying to chew through these bars. You throw Gus in the mix, I can't deal with you, Gus the hamster. I'm busy not breaking down over here.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's been kind of a thing, but here's what I want to do. I want to give a quick...
Silence the Gus in your mind, guys. Silence the hamster wheel on which you toil day in and day out.
Put him in the bathtub and shut the door.
I want you to go into your brain and I want you to find that Gus. Okay? I want you to dig and I want you to find that Gus and then I want you to throw some newspaper in a tub.
Yes.
And throw that tub in another tub and lock it away.
Shut that door.
Shut that door and lock it away. Don't deal with it.
And put some earplugs in.
Put some earplugs in and pretend it doesn't exist. Pretend the Gus in your brain isn't real, guys.
And this is the metaphor we needed.
It's actually the worst advice ever.
Just lock it up.
Turn
it off.
Lock your mental health hamster in the bathroom. That's really it. That's the long and the short of it. Oh man.
Wow. Okay, but I want to give a quick shout out. Speaking of Gus, to our dear friend Candace. Hi, Candace.
Hey, Candace.
Relatively new listener.
Okay. Well,
maybe not after this one.
Welcome.
Welcome, Candace. She was listening to the last episode.
Yeah.
And she immediately texted me because she said, I heard you say you got a Russian hamster, albino.
Yeah.
And she was like, my interest was piqued. And then she heard that we named it Gus. She had an albino Russian hamster named Gus in college.
Interesting.
She sent me a picture of it. How wild is that?
It's wild.
It's very specific. I feel like
it's incredibly specific.
Anyway, I thought that was a fun connection.
Thanks for the content, Candace.
Thanks for the content, Kansas.
Thanks, Kansas. The whole state.
For the whole state.
The entire thing.
No, but truly, Candace, we appreciate you. I went thrifting with Hope yesterday.
Yeah.
And I got you something. Hang on.
Pause for effect. Those of you that don't watch the videos, she's digging for something.
It's a t-shirt.
It is a New Kids on the Block
t-shirt.
That's classic.
I thought it was vintage. The front's vintage, but it's the mixtape tour. But you went to that, so you can wear that not as a poser.
No, I was there.
You were there.
I was there, kids.
I saw him.
Oh, yeah? You like New Kids on the Block? Name every New Kids on the Block song ever.
Because you probably could.
Step by step. Ooh, baby. Gonna get to you, girl.
Yep. Step one.
Yeah, and they go through them.
Can have lots of fun.
Which
step 2?
There's so much we can do. Step 3. What's step 3? It's just time to go pee.
That's not it.
Step 4. I can give you more. Step 5. Anyway, thanks for the shirt. I'll wear it in good mental health.
There it is. Anyway, it just made me laugh because I feel like we both had the design on the front in the actual New Kids era.
Oh, yeah. We were hanging tough back in the day.
We're still hanging tough. I want to give out a quick shout out to our friends Ted and Sophia.
Yes.
And their new baby Theo.
Theo the fourth, Te Quattro.
Beautiful baby.
Beautiful baby.
Guys, well done.
They made a real handsome bit of fruit there.
He's gorgeous.
He fell off the tree, camera ready.
Gorgeous babe.
Gorgeous babe.
Congrats, guys. He's
Congrats
the newest a member of the CHWH Nation.
Congrats on your gorgeous babe, guys.
Keep having babies, guys, so we can get more listeners.
For every time a baby's born, we get a new listener. And that's the only way we get listeners. Literally, it's a one in, one out policy here at CHWH.
Also, if you could put your keyboard next to Theo and have him leave us a review. Even if it's just letters.
Yeah.
Numbers.
It can be nonsense. Just make sure he hits the 5 stars.
Just hit that 5th star.
5th star.
Fills it right in.
Fills it right in. You don't even. That's always your thing. You don't even have to click all the stars. You just click the last star. And
They've made it so easy for you.
They have. Smash the like and subscribe button. Smash. These keyboards are expensive. Michael and I had a whole bit the other day about that word. It's always smash.
Smash it.
It's like, you guys, you don't have to smash.
It's a tender piece of equipment.
Just touch it. Mm-hmm. He just fills it right in for you.
Just fills it right in. How is your algorithm?
It's a lot. So random. It's a lot of Donald Trump mugshot memes.
So many.
It's a ton.
It's
literally taken over. It has stormed the capital of my algorithm.
How could it not?
It's out there. My favorite one, though, is a picture of Donald Trump. And it says, I made this as a tribute to my favorite early 2000s party girls. And it's Nicole Richie's mugshot, Paris Hilton's mugshot, Lindsay Lohan's mugshot, and then Trump's. And it looks like they could have been out on the town together.
Wow.
He's looking...
Just some 4 gals out on the town.
4 gals out on the town, just haggard, looking just dusty old drivers. Wow. It's a lot of that, which is wild.
I've had a lot of that too.
And then a lot of the same stuff that I'm constantly dealing with. Mm-hmm. What about yours?
Well, I am now in and I don't know how I got here. It could possibly be because the algorithm heard me talking to you guys about Ted and Sophia's baby and how he got his name.
Yeah.
And how he's the 4th Theodore in the family, right? So I am now in the baby name algorithm.
Okay.
And I was going to look on my phone and read off the list, but the phone is
it's recording. The phone's recording this.
So next episode, I'm going to bring a list of the baby names that are trending for most popular in the future.
Okay.
And this will be helpful for our friends Brendan and Maddie who are expecting in December. I do believe they've named their baby girl, but if not, we're going to give you some help.
He's going to name it something like Mordor. He's going to name it something from Lord of the Rings.
Arwen.
Or something. Arwen.
No. I don't know if Maddie would go for that.
Sauron.
No. Gollum.
Just welcome to the world. Frodo Wise Gamgee Baggins the Third. Precious. Welcome to the world, my precious.
But you always have to say it as Gollum. Pippin.
Welcome, Pippin.
Merry. M-E-R-R-Y.
Welcome to the world, Peregrine Took Conrad.
I love it so much. We might do a poll on the socials to see which Lord of the Rings name you should name your daughter.
For me, leader in the clubhouse is Peregrine Took.
Absolutely. Also, this is a binding contract.
It's a binding contract.
Because we've done this before with cats.
Yeah.
We tried to name my friend Ashley's cats. I don't think they took our advice.
Yeah, they didn't.
Actually, they might have gone with them as middle names.
It's happening.
Well,
do not mistake me for a practitioner of cheap tricks, Frodo Baggins. We're naming your child, Brendan. Get over it.
It's happening.
It's happening.
You have to trust this community because we've got it together.
You had the authority to name your child, but we just Peregrine took it away. It's ours now. I'm the captain now.
What you been watching, reading, or listening to?
Watched a movie called Burnt yesterday.
Okay.
Recommended by dear friend Eric because he knows that I like chef stuff.
Yeah,
it's a Bradley Cooper movie, and it's a lot of parallels could be drawn between it and The Bear. Oh. I feel like it would be very accurate to say that the makers of The Bear probably drew some inspiration from the movie. It was good. It was a good watch. Watched it yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
Also watched the series finale of Parks and Rec.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, and watch that.
So good.
Bittersweet that I'm going to have to go on to something else. And then Only Murders in the Building.
I was going to talk with you about that. I started it too. Are you in season 2?
Just started season 2.
Okay. See, I'm just early in season 1. This is one that Jeff and I have agreed I will watch while he is gone. Not that he doesn't like it, but there are just some that we have to watch together. Sure. We can't, and so this is one, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I love it. I think it's
a
great.
Delight.
I think it's great. Martin Short's incredible.
He really is.
He's great.
Steve Martin Short.
Selena Gomez.
That gal. Yeah, she's darling.
The other day,
this role is not darling.
Ben said something about how she was all goth. He referred to her as goth. And I was like, no, buddy, she's I was like, no, she plays Drax's daughter on Hotel Transylvania. And then I thought, oh, I just really confirmed the gothiness.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I just confirmed the gothiness of Selena Gomez.
There it is.
Gothmez.
Gothmez. There it is. So I started something last night. My friend Heather told me about this. Hi, Heather. It's the docuseries on Netflix called Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zones. Mm-hmm. This is fascinating, guys. It's hosted by Dan Buettner, who's a National Geographic explorer and longevity expert. Mm-hmm. And he figured out the places on the globe that had the most centenarians historically, people who live to 100 and beyond.
Akron, Ohio.
No.
Crushing it.
Not one. But anyway, there are these common denominators. He's trying to figure out what leads to a long life. And I loved this quote. He said, the way we live longer is not by trying to prevent death. It's by learning how to live.
It's 100%.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's great.
And talked about how in many ways in the United States, we are doing it incorrectly with our quick fixes and our fad diets and our fad exercising. And in other parts of the world, they live longer without even trying. Yeah. You know, like I thought this was interesting. He was in Sardinia off Italy. Mm-hmm. And one of the ways that people lived longer is by improving their core strength and balance because their villages are up and down hill. Sure, yeah. And they walk everywhere. Mm-hmm. And so just their balance and their core strength. Anyway, it's fascinating. But some of the secrets, people who garden and walk a lot, human connection, medicinal foods, reducing caloric intake, faith and worship, and having a sense of purpose.
Okay.
And also work.
There's your playbook.
There's your play. Also work. Mm-hmm. A lot of these places don't even have the word for retirement.
Wow.
Pretty amazing. Anyway, love it. Okay, what's your warm heart, B?
Benny's birthday. My son turning 11.
Amazing.
Also, you checking in on me.
Oh, B. I love you, brother.
I love you too.
It's going to be all right.
I know.
Because we're going to take care of you.
What's your warm heart?
My warm heart is our family day yesterday that we had for everyone's birthday.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Cold Hand and Warm Heart. Super fun edition. I love you very much.
Love you very much.
All right.
Take care of yourselves, guys. Love you too. Bye.